Hello everyone. Today's meditation is going to begin with sound, moving to fast moving breath or anapana, and then natural breathing, and then we'll begin body scanning in the traditional Vipassana form. And please keep your emails coming. Keep asking questions and sending me your responses to these different meditations. It helps me understand where you are and what kinds of things you need clarified. Okay, so let's begin. Begin by taking 2 deep breaths. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Relax your arms, your hands. And bring the ears just over the shoulders. Soften the belly. And at first, let's bring our awareness to the sounds. The sounds outside the room to begin with. Some natural sounds, and maybe some unnatural sounds. Just allow all your awareness to move outside and take in these sounds. And being aware that we don't have to make any sounds come or go. They just appear and we're present. We're interested. We're interested in hearing them. And now become aware of the sounds inside the room. Maybe you can hear your breath. Or maybe you can hear someone outside the room, but still inside the house or in the building. So just allowing our awareness to be open and receptive. Just allowing our natural curiosity to explore the sounds as they arise, and realizing that they're passing away. And now we can bring that same quality of awareness right to the nose, to the nostril area. And we can begin by the breath moving a little faster than normal. So at a different cadence than the natural breathing. So we're breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So we're just holding a cadence that's slightly faster than the natural breathing, about 30 breaths per minute. And this allows us to sense the air coming in through the nose, but also creates some pressure, which allows our awareness to really grasp this movement of the air and pull our attention into this moment. Allows us to keep our attention in this moment. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. This is called Anapana. And at first, be aware of how this increases our awareness. That the breath becomes the primary meditation object. That there's nothing else that's happening except for our breath moving and our eyes closed. Now, if the mind has moved away from the primary object, the breathing, just draw the mind back, just draw our awareness back to the breathing by maybe going a little faster, breathing a little faster, or maybe making the breaths a little deeper. So maybe just changing the cadence enough to wake us up again, to bring us back to this moment, to this one in-breath and one out-breath. If the mind is very busy, we can speed the breath up, or we can hold the breath. Holding the breath for a while will bring our attention eventually to the lack of breath. And as you let that breath out after some time, become acutely aware of the breath in the nostrils, feeling the pressure of the air releasing and then coming in. We can make the breath deeper or longer. Do whatever you need to hold the attention on the breath. If you realize that you've begun some storyline, some kind of chain of thoughts that lead from one to the other, that's fine. Don't become frustrated. Just bring your attention back to the breath and begin again. Begin again. If we have to do this many times during a meditation, then that's the meditation. Remember, the mind makes a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. The longer we can hold our attention on this single meditation object, the more benefit is happening to the mind. Great benefit is happening to the mind, holding our attention on a single object. And now let's begin by breathing naturally. So soften the lower back so that there's a slight arch in the lower back. And then relax the belly so it slightly falls forward. This is the natural position of the back. And this is a position that will allow you to breathe more naturally. So the spine is long on top, shoulders relaxed. And there's a slight arch in the lower back so that the abdomen falls forward. The lower lobes of the lungs are able to breathe naturally. So now just sensing the body being in the right position. And now bring all your awareness to the openings of the nose, the inner rings of the nostrils. There may be sensations on the outer rings of the nostrils. You may feel sensation on the inner walls of the nostrils, the floors of the nostrils, or the ceilings of the nostrils. So just be aware of the strongest sensation here and allow your attention to be drawn to that strong sensation. Sometimes there's the sense of pressure or movement of blood. There can be a sense of expansion and contraction. You might feel an itch. So without moving yourself, just be aware of that strong sensation and allow that sensation to play out As it finishes, be aware of the next sensation. So we're moving from sensation to sensation, all the while staying within the inner rings of the nostrils, inner walls of the nostrils. So just now the meditation object becomes the natural breathing and the sensations within the nostrils. You can also include the tip of the nose. You can also include the area just below the nose and above the upper lip. So from the tip of the nose, flanked down the left side, left nostril, all the way down to the area just below the nose and above the upper lip, and then across the area below the nose, all the way over to the right nostril, and then all the way up to the tip of the nose again. So this is a triangular area, and this is all fair game. So any sensation within this area, this triangular area, from the tip of the nose to the nostrils, within the nostrils, and the area just below the nose and above the upper lip. Perhaps you're sensing a prickly sensation, throbbing sensation, maybe heat or cold, maybe the movement of air through the nose. Any sensation at all, any sensation at all. And keeping in mind that we don't have to do anything about it. The sensation arises and it falls away. The next sensation arises and then it falls away. Or sometimes the sensation can rise, get strong, get weak, and then maybe get strong again. So just playing the sensation out in a natural way, just through observation, just observing. As the breath is maintained naturally. Now, if the mind is still restless, if there's still lots of movement within the mind, you can increase the breathing rate. Go back to Anapana. Keep the breath moving faster than the natural pace, and that's perfectly fine. You can do that for some time, and then come back to natural breathing when the mind is settled down, if it does settle down. And now you can stay with the breath, with the breathing, or now you can move to the top of the head. the very tip top of the head. And we can begin here with a 5-inch circle or an 8-inch circle on the top of the head. Somewhere on the scalp, a single sensation may arise, or you might already have many sensations on the top of the head. Just being aware of the sensations. Allowing all our awareness now to move to the top of the head and to sensations at the top of the head. Here we can have itchy sensations. There could be prickly sensations, throbbing sensations, pulsing, vibration. And again, we're beginning to hold still, so now that there's not very much movement in the body at all. So the movement of the body is now reduced to being completely still. No movement. There's natural breathing happening. And if the mind is still restless, feel free to stay with Anapana. But if you can move all your awareness to the top of the head and maintain awareness of sensations at the top of the head, keep awareness here. So staying here until you feel some sensation, any sensation. Now if you begin to feel some sensation, allow an awareness to move down the face and sense any sensations at the forehead, the temples, eyebrows, the eyes, eyelids, the cheeks, the nose, the mouth area, the jaw. Be aware of all the sensations that are going on here. There could be many, many, many sensations. And now drawing our awareness over to the right ear, and any sensations on the right side of the face, at the right ear, behind the right ear, the hairline on the right side, any sensations over here. Just hold our attention here till we feel some sensation. Slowly moving awareness now to the back of the head, back of the neck, being aware of any sensation here. We may feel tension, pulsing, vibration, anywhere here on the back of the head, back of the neck. And now shifting awareness as we sense some sensation here in the back of the head, moving over to the left ear, the left side of the face, the left hairline, the back of the left ear, being aware of any sensation on the ear or on this left side at all. Being aware of the aliveness of the whole head now, the left side as well as any other sensations all over the head. And now moving awareness down the shoulders, sensing sensation on the shoulders, down in the arms, down the chest, throat and the chest, sensing any sensations here. And now down the back of the neck, down the back, and then into the hip area, the pelvis, being aware of sensation here, sensation in the legs, the upper legs, the knees, the lower leg, the feet, the toes. So just being aware of the aliveness that's happening in the body and the whole myriad of sensations that are happening throughout the body. So now just allowing our awareness to expand all over the body, feeling all the sensations, all the vibrations, any sensation at all, any and all sensation. And now move our attention back up to the top of the head and allow our awareness to scan from the top of the head, just like a light moving down from the top of the head, down the ears, the back of the head, the face, into the throat and the back of the neck, the shoulders, down into the upper arm, the chest, the back, moving that scan down into the elbows, the lower arms, and the hips, the pelvis, down the legs, into the hands, down to the knees, down the lower leg, into the toes. And then we reverse scan from the toes into the feet, into the lower leg, to the knees, and then up the thighs, into the arms, into the pelvis, the hips, and then scanning up into the torso, the upper arms, into the chest and back, shoulders, into the throat, into the back of the neck, and then up the head, all the way to the top of the head again, and then scanning back down, all the way down the body. Allowing that scan to move down, perhaps like warm honey, moving down the body, all the way to the toes, and then scanning back up, all through the legs, the arms, the torso, back up to the top of the head, and continue to scan back and forth. purification, purification.